about being a lazy student versus being an ambitious student. There's a few things you can start with. You can start by getting a planner and just putting out your layout of when your quizzes are due, when your tests are going to be, when your midterms are, and all sorts of assignments like homework and things like that. But instead of just putting that in your planner, go ahead and put it in your planner a few days in advance. So that way, if you have a job to handle too to balance out your time, you can go ahead and have those things done, and if you need to pick up a shift, you can because you already have that work done. Another thing you can do, thank goodness that turned off. Another thing you can do is set your priorities. A lot of us have so many things on our plate, we don't even realize what things should actually be priorities and what things shouldn't be priorities. So a good priority, other than having all your schoolwork planned out, your main priority should be which classes are you doing good in, which classes do you know that you're good at. If you're good at those classes, yes, those are a priority, but your main priority should be the classes that you're not good at. So you need to build that ambition to be better at those classes, and those need to be a bigger priority than being your good class. If you're super good at science, then focus on math if you're terrible at math, which normally most people are good at math and science. The next thing that you could be good at, not good at, probably you should be good at this, but some students aren't, skipping class. A lot of students skip class. The thing they don't think about is either way you're paying for it. The only chance you should skip class is when class is canceled. It's a little treat, it's a little reward. You can go to work instead, you can have go to Starbucks, use some of your dining dollars. But if you skip class, it's probably because you're just sleeping and you're being lazy. Instead of being ambitious and going to class, getting the information you need, so that way you're caught up in class on quizzes. Because you never know, some professors will assign a quiz last minute and you have no idea about it. Another thing you can be focused on is your mindset. Your mindset, a lot of people think they have a good mindset, but they don't think out of the box. You gotta think out of the box, think bigger. What you think you can exceed, think bigger. So that way when you exceed bigger, you look back and you're like, wow, I actually did all of that and this on top of everything else I was trying to exceed in. Moving on, self-discipline. Self-discipline is a big deal. A lot of people don't have it. A lot of people do it way too much, they overdo it. Self-discipline is a big thing. Make sure you get at least 8 hours of sleep at night. That's self-discipline. A lot of people don't do that. Or if they do, their 8 hours of sleep is from 4 a.m. to whenever, which is not the way to do that. Because then you're gonna skip class. This class starts at 12. If you're going to bed at 4 or 5 in the morning, you're not waking up in time to make it to class. So then you're skipping class, which leads back onto the last subject we were just talking about. Moving on, time management. A lot of people, that's the biggest thing you should know in college is your time management. What you can handle, what you can't handle, what all needs to be on your schedule that actually matters, and what doesn't. Some people work in a nap there. Okay, I'm not saying naps aren't important, but you don't need a nap every single day. You also don't need a nap that's 4 to 6 hours long. The average nap you're supposed to have is 27 to 36 minutes. Yeah, crickets, nobody does that. I have done that before many times, and it really does work. It takes you 6 to 7 minutes to fall asleep if you put your phone down. So what I do is I set a timer for 36 minutes or 27 minutes, whichever I'm feeling, whichever I have more time for. I know it's a 10-minute difference, but you can either be 10 minutes early to work or you can be 10 minutes late. That's a big difference. A lot of people are like, oh, it's just 5 minutes. Well, would you rather be 5 minutes early and not get yelled at by your boss, or 5 minutes late? You pick your poison. So, therefore, you gotta figure out your time management of your classes, when your classes are. If you have a 2-hour gap, what are you doing in between that 2-hour gap? During my 2-hour gaps, I have one on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have a 2-hour gap between my English class and my communications class, this class. And I go to the library, I eat breakfast, and then I eat Chick-fil-A, actually, to be specific. I go to the library and I do all my biology work because that's my online class and I know I will not do it at home. So I do all of it there. Once I get that done, then I go ahead and start doing my other homeworks and my quizzes for my other classes. I was done with the quizzes for this class a long time ago. just so that way I would be ahead and I wouldn't have to cram it all in last minute. And I'm glad I did that because now it's finals week and all those quizzes are due, and I know a lot of people are stressed out because they also have this video due that's due in 4 minutes. So we're gonna wrap it up there, and I'm gonna submit this, and we're gonna hope I do good.